So fascists and anti-fascists are facing off, and this is how the LAPD is treating the anti-fascists. In case you still don't know which side they're on, here is a woman that was just shot with rubber bullets as she asked the police put down your guns. There's, I guess, protests going on in LA. I didn't even know. I don't even know what it's about. Directly just shotgun with a less than lethal to the chest, dude. Like, what a fucking scumbag. Look at this guy. You're big man, bro. Big fucking guy. Just gonna shoot someone with a shotgun in the chest. For those of you who don't understand, that's not like a lethal shotgun. It's a less than lethal. No, it's not a real shotgun. It's a less than lethal. Look, it's green.
Pogo.
That can still kill. Many protesters have lost their eyes in the Black Lives Matter protests that were happening last year. A bunch of Pizzagate Proud Boy weirdos are harassing an LGBT-friendly Korean spa and attacking patrons over some dumbass trans panic cooked up by a QAnon freak, and now the police are shooting munitions point blank at people who showed up to support the spa. That's real nice, dude. Real nice of the LAPD to do that. That's because a trans was in a woman's bathroom naked at the spa while a little girl was also in the bathroom. I'm going to go ahead and assume that Big Jeff here, judging by the way that he fucking mentioned this, Big Jeff, I don't know if that's the story. A trans. Violence over a transphobic hoax shows the danger of underestimating anti-trans hate. Police suspect the viral LA Wii Spa video is fake, but it still got 2 people stabbed. What? On July 3rd, an anti-transgender protest outside a Los Angeles spa resulted in 2 stabbings all over a social media post that police are now treating as a hoax. What the fuck? I had no idea. Back on June 24th, a user called Cuban Angel posted a video on Instagram showing her and at least 2 other women confronting a spa member at Wii Spa on Wilshire Boulevard in Koreatown about having seen a man with a penis in the women's changing area. I'm recording this because I'm going to make a big deal. I'm going to take this very worldwide.
Let's go, boys.
Mr. 305. Dale. Christ is king. Second half naked man in women wet spa. Wii Spa allows a man into women's wet spa section where all the women are naked. Mothers with their young daughters and teens. The Wii Spa allowed a man's access just because he calls himself a woman. This man was naked, exposing his testicles and penis. By the way, this person is like Christ's angel, right? Or some other fucking delusional shit. Like this weird religious freak, right? Why is it that they always like get into these like insane details? Like, you were such a sick freak, dude. Slinging the penis? Like, what the fuck is this? Soon after the video began to go viral in transphobic corners of the internet, members of the trans community began to raise questions about it. Chief among them, why the video cuts out as the woman marches downstairs to confront this person she's allegedly seen, conveniently ending before the trans woman she's so angry about is shown. The woman also repeatedly mentions children being exposed to a penis while no children appear in the video and the group don't appear to have any children with them. These early doubts have been bolstered by reporting from the Los Angeles Blade that police suspect a hoax after failing to find witnesses who saw a trans woman at the spa, and that Wii Spa claims none of their trans clients had scheduled appointments that day. People always say, like, what do you mean trans people are oppressed? Like, whatever. They're so much better off here. They're so much better off here in America than anywhere else. There is no other circumstance in which, in the United States of America, like a fake story about a hypothetical trans person being in a fucking spa is going to lead to this level of mass protests and also stabbings. People are so horny to like murder trans people, so horny to fucking be like anti-trans that they will hop on any kind of like fake fucking story and they will then engage in like insanely violent actions. Like, this unironically reminds me of the civil rights era. Like, a black person was in the elevator with a white woman type shit, where like mass panic would be caused as a consequence of that, and people would just like go out to look to lynch people. Like, it's nuts. Yeah, this reminds me of the time Steven... Yeah, exactly. Like, when Steven Crowder went to a Planet Fitness, dressed up as a woman, and made a scene, and, like, no one really cared, so he started throwing shit around the gym to get, like, kicked out. Like, no one... Absolutely 0 people cared that he was cross-dressing at the gym. So then when he couldn't get what he wanted, he started like literally losing his shit. Why is the parent implying it's okay for them to bring their children around any naked adults? Yeah, that part I understand. Like, are they saying that like they bring their children to an adult spa regularly around naked women? Is that normal? Like, I don't know. Maybe it is normal. Like, if I had a kid and there was just like dicks hanging out everywhere in a fucking locker room or some shit, I wouldn't want my kid to be there. Like, my boy to be there. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of weird. If it's a boy being around naked men, then it's normal, if that makes sense, like a locker room. I mean, I think like really young girls being at a spa where there's like naked women, even if it's like an all women spa, it's still like even if it's just all cis women, right? It's still like I don't know, kind of strange. Is it normal? I don't know. I'm an adult and I don't want to see dicks around me, like in the locker room. What's your thoughts on people who say, how is it okay for a man who says he is a woman to go in the women's bathroom where there can be kids around? I say, 1, sexual assault or pedophilia is illegal regardless of whoever the fuck is doing it. 2, why the fuck do you check to see if everyone has a dick or a pussy when you go into the fucking bathroom? And 3, who the fuck is like whipping out their shit, whether it's a pussy or a dick, in the middle of the fucking bathroom? That's strange as fuck. And that's the whole point. No one does that. It's a made up story. Absolutely 0 people do that, okay? And the people that do that are just fucking freaks. The bathroom is a private experience, okay? It's like absolutely insane to just be like, oh yeah, like people, like just to whip yourself up in a frenzy about a hypothetical situation that literally does not happen. Old people do it all the time. Yeah, old people just whip their dicks out in the fucking bathroom. Okay, that's still strange. If an 80-year-old cis man whips his fucking cock out and your 5-year-old child is in the bathroom, that's still fucking strange, okay? What the fuck are you doing? Yeah, women bathrooms don't have urinals anyway. So who's whipping their cock out? If you're a trans man that didn't get bottom surgery, then you don't have a fucking dick to pee in the urinal anyway. So it's literally just a made up fucking conversation. It's just something that transphobic idiots have completely just fucking made up to create like this massive problem when it does not exist. And not only that, but also it's not even about like a solution. The solution is for trans people to not exist. That's the whole point. It's like when people say like trans women shouldn't compete with men, or what the fuck am I saying? Trans women shouldn't compete with cis women. And then the alternative solution that most of those people provide is like, well, they should just have like their own fucking competition with what? Like 3 other people in like different fucking fields? That's what you're going to do? Yeah, let's get the 3 trans athletes to fucking compete against one another, even though they're not even in the same field. But a trans woman used a changing room that she was fully allowed to use on a day when no trans women actually happened to be using it. There was no specific claim of wrongdoing or inappropriate conduct on part of this alleged person. Although the colorful language used in the video certainly sparks the imagination, likely leading to those with a transphobic cast of mind to fill the vacuum of facts with horrific acts of lewdness or indecency. Perhaps this is why outrage over the possibility that a trans woman may have changed her clothes in the appropriate facilities grew and grew, culminating in the protests outside of Spa, which included a contingent of violent extremists from the far right. I mean, here's the thing that you can do. Are you ready for this? You hate that this place is a LGBT friendly spa and you just never go there. I think both the people that work at the spa, the customers at the spa, the trans people that may or may not go to that spa will probably appreciate that Christ is King Cuban Angel, this sick fuck, never goes there ever again.
The penis.
But if they identify
He's a man. I don't care. So men can just say, I'm a woman today and I want to come in.
Cuban Angel here, unironically making the same argument that the chatter was making.
I am going to record this because I'm going to make a big deal. I'm going to take this very worldwide.
Do you guys feel comfortable about it? We can provide your recorder.
Oh, so now we have to leave.
Yeah, just fucking leave, dude. Yeah, you dumb asshole. Fucking leave, dude. Fucking leave. Get the fuck out of there.
We cannot discriminate against gender
How?
identity.
Oh, but then why do you have men's section and women's section?
Oh God, this dumb asshole is doing the cardinal sin again, just harassing the shit out of a fucking spa worker, dude. I think spa workers should be able to violently assault people that harass them like this if it's on camera. Just fucking, not just like spa workers, but just in general.
Okay, so if I want to go on the boy side and say I'm a boy, it's okay.
Oh, that's a self-report. Once again, people constantly show their perverted, sick fucking minds, dude. Every time this shit happens. It's like, no, that's a you problem, you fucking asshole. That's you. That's your fucking weird behavior. I'm just gonna run around and say I'm a boy. Like, okay, go off. Go the fuck off. And this is a made-up situation. Remember, this is a made-up situation by a fucking psychopath who is simply trying to fucking farm as much clout as she possibly can. And then this psycho, this sick fuck, this absolute pathetic waste, of course, got highlighted and got promoted. She got what she wanted, bro. You got fucking 5,000 followers, you dumb asshole. Are you happy? You got the 5,000 followers, that crumb of fucking attention, dude? What's up? Are you gonna fucking build a viable media platform off that now? You clout goblin? 2 people have been stabbed over this now. You have kids? If so, would you allow your daughter to be in the same dressing room with a man who identifies as a woman? With a man who identifies as a woman? Are you saying that, would I allow my daughter to be in the same dressing room with a trans woman? Yes. Why the fuck would I have a problem with that, you dumb psycho? You're just reporting that you're personally transphobic at that point. Like, that's all you're fucking doing. Of course, the other part of this irony is that, like, trans people, especially pre-op trans people, in many instances, I don't want to speak for like all trans people, but they're fucking dysphoric, dude. They don't want to show their junk. They don't want to even fucking think about that. I love this notion that like people build this like random trans person in their minds where it's literally just like a trans person is just like running around fucking doing windmills with their fucking female pee-pee in the middle of a fucking locker room or something. You're just like, you made that up. That's not a person. And that's precisely why, like 90% of the time, whenever shit like this comes out, where, oh, well, this man said that he was trans and competed with the fucking women's weightlifting competition. It's always right-wing grifters that can't find an actual example. So then they go and they create that example themselves. They're like, I couldn't find one, so I'm going to do it myself. It's like, okay, but that's you. You're a fucking asshole. What is this? Becky, the actual trans woman, can run a mile, probably never quite tried. Went through multiple psych sessions to get approved for hormones and surgeries. Made some Q stickers the other day. Thinking about making rent and feeding the cats. Low-key sad that the code she wrote isn't compiling. Still trying to figure out debt from uninsured surgeries. Still riding off the high of being correctly gendered earlier that morning. Wearing trans socks under her jeans and wondering if anyone will notice. The Stacy Turf imagined trans woman. Every single female CEO on Forbes list, which is just her face repeated 10 times. Shatters 6 sports records every day. Casually annihilated the very concept of family from this plane of reality this morning because she felt like it. Transition 3 seconds was absolutely no institutional barriers. Responsible for 116% of the crime rate in the mainland United States. Olympic gold in every woman's sport. Made $1 million with a single R18 video that caused the entire nation to descend into moral panic over cishet men turning gay for her. Yeah. The imaginary trans woman that like the psychotic anti-trans people come up with is incredible. Joe Rogan is the biggest turf. He is, dude. He's such a turfy little queen. You know that? Now that I think about it. I mean, he's already a sassy bitch, but like, god damn, dude. The point is, this is the same exact type of moral panic that was drummed up about gay people, okay? Sexuality that does not conform to heteronormativity has historically and still to this day always been attributed to pedophilia and likened to pedophilia because the actual like trans person existing is harmless. Yep. It's literally harmless. So you have to make up something and be like, well, what if they did pedophilia? Okay, well then that's illegal and they should go to jail. But they're not doing that. Like, what the fuck? And you had to make that up just so you could literally be like, well, this is representative of every trans person on the planet. Because the truth is not great for your narrative. They did this shit with gay men too. You're trans, that means you're a sexual deviant, a sexual degenerate, and that's why you want to do pedophilia. You're gay, that means you're a sexual deviant, that's why you want to do sexual degeneracy and you want to do pedophilia. It's like, no. Of course, the other side of that is that like these sick fucks have such wonderful, vivid imaginations that it turns out that they themselves are a little fucking sus. Talking about like a man and his a man and their cock fucking flopping in the wind or some shit, like vividly describing it. It's like, dude, you're kind of weird, man. Like you type that out on your fucking Instagram, you're like a weird person. No situation in which this would be an appropriate thing to write. And then we get to, and this is not, I'm not a fucking true scum or whatever the fuck it's called. I'm not like you know, whatever the term is. But then you get to this point, right, where you're like, okay, so are you saying that this person is better suited to be in the woman's spa with your young daughter? You want this dude to be in the women's section of the spa, dude? He's trans. Now, before the trans community cancels me, yes, Buck Angel has some, you know, sussy baka old trans takes on, like old trans medicalist takes. But this is the fucking future that these weirdo transphobes want. They want this dude to be hanging out in the like the woman's sauna. Now, the point is this. They don't want that either. They don't want trans men to be in the fucking woman's sauna either. They just don't want trans people to be there. That's the point. They just don't want trans people to exist because they're transphobic. That's why it's like so fucking stupid whenever people make these like insane arguments, dude. Because the argument can be reduced to, and oftentimes is, just, I don't want trans people to be around me. That's it. You're missing the point. It's not a trans thing. It's an exposed genital thing. No, it's absolutely a trans thing. And also, that story isn't even fucking real. You want to know why I know that story is most likely not fucking real? Because I already mentioned that a lot of trans people already have dysphoria. So I don't think that they're going to be fucking, like a pre-op trans woman is not going to be fucking flopping her dick around, okay? Swinging it around people, let alone fucking kids. Even that story's entirely made up. But even in that entirely made up story, there's so many sussy little baka areas that don't make any sense. And what you're doing as a transphobe is adding those parts in the puzzle piece. And that puzzle piece, and this is very similar to racism, is just trans people are degenerates, so they would do that. Okay? Do you understand? Think about it on your own. You don't have to immediately retaliate by being like, no, dude, no, not at all. Examine internally why you immediately jump to believing that. You're a pedophile like your uncle? My uncle's a pedophile. What? You're a pedophile like your uncle. Women deserve privacy from men with wigs. Stop the mental illness, dude. Guys, pedophilia rate was 0 before trans people existed or were allowed in spaces. Now, pedophilia, 100% increase. It's crazy because people literally need to go through gender confirmation so they can one day maybe do pedophilia. Yeah, go through like hours and hours of fucking psychiatric analysis, undergo a tremendous amount of debt, start taking hormones that fuck you up for years exclusively so they can do a crumb of pedophilia, dude. That's how it works, right? Or what you're saying is like, oh, well, a cis man is going to go in there and portray themselves as a woman to do pedophilia. Okay, that's still illegal. This argument is so dumb because what person is going to be like, wait a minute, this person claims that they're a woman, but they're like a cis man who's claiming that they're a woman and he did pedophilia. Well, I guess we have to let him go, officer. Like, do you think that's how this works? Even if it was a genuine, like, actual trans person who happened to be a fucking pedophile, what do you think? Like, we just let these people go? No, they still go to jail, dumbass. Also, if we're trying to stop pedophilia, we should stop white men, you know, who make up the overwhelming majority of fucking pedophiles, you know? But you wouldn't do that. That's not how you operate. That's not how you fucking do criminal justice. You don't just go, oh my God, you know, we need to stop white men from doing pedophilia, idiot. More U.S. senators have been arrested for assault in a bathroom than trans women? Of course. I don't give a fuck about trans people being in bathrooms. We should literally ban all transphobes from bathrooms, though. Like, if you're a transphobe, you can only take a shit or piss at home, okay? Society problems solved. Like, I don't want to be around this person.
So I'm a man and I can walk in there?
You identify yourself as male. I can.
So I can tell you, so we can lie. Okay, I'm white. I'm white. Is that okay? I'm white. I'm a white woman.
Reactionary Cubans and wanting to be white. Oh my God. Another fucking self-report right there. Come on. Aren't I one of the good ones? Come on, other racist conservative dipshits. Please accept me as one of your own. Yeah, reminder that the people freaking out over 9 and 14-year-olds seeing a phantom penis in the spa are the same ones making laws requiring genital inspections for sports to stop the trans having an unfair advantage. Yeah, it's just they're fucking freaks, dude. They're insane freaks. Like, all these reactionaries are psychos, dude. They want to do penis inspection day at your fucking local schools. Like, we need to stop these motherfuckers, dude.